Hello guys!
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon! Malinaw
Yes.
naman pa ako sa inyo guys.
Yeah, good naman.
Malinaw na malinaw
Okay.
ka na.
Ayan. Pwede na ata nating simulan ang last session natin for this event, DevFest 2022. Okay. According to Gotha, knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. So, I hope that this webinar will help you learn more and do more. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Christine Arceo, together with
Chris Alvarado.
Faith Itoye.
Kyla Denise Santos, and again, we are your Masters of Ceremony in this afternoon session for the last day of Alpha's DevFest 2022, breaking the barriers to dive into the future in partnership with STI Ortigas-Cainta, Donut, and Exit Philippines.
Ayan, magandang hapon sa ating lahat. Napapansin nyo naman na apat kaming host ngayon dahil this is our last session na for this DevFest 2022. At dahil last na, dapat special. Kaya naman nagsama-sama kaming apat na magagandang host para sa inyong lahat. Agree ba kayo doon? Dapat agree lang. Walang magre-reklamo. Tama ba mga sis? Ayan, pakilala naman ulit tayo sa kanila.
Okay, ayan. Hello guys, for the third time. Excuse me, sorry. Sana di ba kayo nauumay, di ba? Ako nga pala si Chris Alvarado, second year BSIT student of STI College Ortigas-Cainta. Kayo naman.
So, good afternoon po ulit sa lahat. And then for the third time again, I am Faith P. Itoye. Currently, I am first year college taking Bachelor of Science, Computer Science at STI College Ortigas-Cainta. And I am the current Alpha's technical writer po.
So, hi everyone, I am Kyla Denise Santos, and like Faith, I am also first year college taking Bachelor of Science in Computer Science at STI College Ortigas-Cainta, and the current Alpha's budget analyst.
At ako naman, si Christine Arceo, third year student taking up the BS in Information Technology, and I am Alpha's current Vice President for Operations.
Ayan, thank you for introducing yourself, girls. And alam niyo ba, mga sis, ako'y natutuwa. Kasi isipin nyo, di ba, sa ilang week, sa ilang araw na pagpe-prepare natin para dito, nagbunga din, di ba? Isipin nyo, nandito na tayo sa last day and last session ng event natin.
Alam mo, Ate Crisel, correct ka dyan ha. Tsaka, sino nga bang mag-aakala na magkakasama tayong apat sa last session ng ating DevFest this year, di ba? Hashtag girl power nga.
Correct ka dyan, Faith. Tama kayo dyan, mga sis. Grabe, sobrang worth it lahat ng pagod dahil successful yung event natin. Kaya sobrang thank you sa lahat ng viewers natin na talaga namang sumusuporta sa atin hanggang sa last day ng event ng Alpha.
At ito pa, alam nyo ba, nasakto pa yung pag-host nating apat na babae dahil International Women's Month ngayong March, di ba? Puro tayo babae. Tapos alam nyo ba na yung speaker natin mamaya, babae din. Kaya naman talagang special yung last session natin ngayon. Kaya naman binabati ko muna ang mga kapwa babae ko dyan ng Happy International Women's Month.
Yeah, around the world!
Girls!
Ayan. Mag-recap naman tayo sa mga napag-usapan natin kaninang umaga. Ano ba yung mga natatandaan nyo sa mga natopic ni Sir Ian sa blockchain?
Well, para sa akin, Ate Crisel, sobrang dami kong natutunan kanina. Mga learnings na hindi lang para sa ating mga students, pati na rin sa mga viewers natin mahilig sa cryptocurrency. And kahit yung mga mahilig mag-mine dyan, at pati na rin yung mga active players natin dyan.
Totoo, grabe, sobrang dami talaga nating nalaman. Like, ganun pala yung mga dapat nating gawin.
True, saka nagkaroon talaga ako ng interest sa blockchain. Parang ang naisip ko, aralin ko kaya ito sa future. Daming time. Hindi na nga magawa yung schoolwork. Dadagdagan pa.
True. Ayan. So, ayun. Baka naman mayroong gusto mag-joke dyan, di ba? Baka naman. Kasi kumota na kami ni Ate Chrislyn ako. Ilang beses na. Nauumay na yung mga nanonood sa atin dito sa kakornihan namin. Kaya, baka naman.
Kaya nga, punta na kami dyan ni Crisel. Baka corny na lang itawag nila sa amin, imbis na yung pangalan namin, di ba? Baka naman, Tate at Kyla, beke naman, may baon kayo dyan.
Alam mo Ate Crisel, pass muna ako dyan. Dapat di mo ako tinatanong sa mga ganyan. Imbis na tumaas yung viewers natin, baka po kasi mas si Alisan sila. Alam ko yung isa kong kapartner dito, si Kyla, laging nagpapaon yan eh. Kyla, baka naman.
Sige na nga, kaso baka huwag kayo mag-aalisan mga viewers ha. O eto, sige, meron ako. Total lagi kayo nagjo-joke. Ito naman yung sa akin. Anong sabi ng anak na goma sa kanyang mama nagulong? Na sumali sa mga...
Ano?
Goma.
Ha? Okay.
Next joke.
Thank you. Wait lang. Parang
Tapos na ba yun?
Sa'yo, Ate Kyla. Nako naman. Gusto naman ba yung tulog mo, te? Okay lang naman. Sana okay lang,
Feeling
di
ko
ba?
hindi ka nakakain.
Sorry guys, sorry.
Gutom lang yan.
Kakain na ako, wait lang. Joke lang. Mamaya na.
Kaya naman, ayan, mag-shoutout na muna tayo ngayon. Hello. Ayan, sabi ni Jeremy Maduma. Oh my. Basta, Jeremy Maduma. Pa-shoutout ko. Hello, Jeremy.
Basta na lang. Ayan. Naalala ko, Kurt the Chinese daw. Pa-shoutout po. Ay, sa inyo pala. Faith and Kyla nagpapa-shoutout.
Ayun, ako na lang. So, hello, Kurt. Kaklase po namin siya from BSES 201 here at STI Orca. So, hello dyan sa'yo, Kurt.
Hello kay John Paul Birol. Shoutout po sa ating mga gandang mga host. Wow, next naman.
Yan, mga dapat pinapatagalan hanggang matapos.
Yan lang yan lang yung lalabas sa screen.
Ayan, tama na ang shoutout muna. Mag-proceed na tayo sa pagpapakilala ng Slido. So now, we would like to introduce to you guys the Slido. We can use this website to ask questions for our question and answer portion. You can put your name there or ask anonymously. A gentle reminder to everyone to please not use inappropriate names. As much as possible, please use your full name or just remain anonymous. You can join Slido by clicking the link provided in our comment section with the ID number 471686, or you can also scan the QR code you see on your screen right now.
Ayan. Again, we would like to thank our partners for this event. STI College Ortigas-Cainta, the Alliance of Leading Programmers through Heuristic Adaptation or Alpha, officers and members, Donut, and Exceed Philippines, and syempre to our dear viewers sa mga nanonood sa atin ngayon. Thank you sa inyong lahat.
So, ayan. Before we finally start with our speakers for this afternoon, ang alam ko po ay may tatlong mananalo na naman ng 50 pesos worth of Gcash load. So, meron kayong pinaka-last chance since ito na po yung pinaka-last session ng ating DevFest 2022. So, Kyla, tungkol saan naman ba yung ating icebreaker natin for today?
So, ayun nga. So, we will be asking 3 questions in which we will also have 3 winners for this session. Question about vloggers, cartoons, singers, or whatsoever that will be flashed on your screens, as well as the possible answers. You will just have enter your answer on our comment section dito sa live natin. Reminder lang po ito'y paunahan at base tayo sa nauna dito sa end ng aming technical.
Ayan.
So, yung bilis ng natin, basta natin yung nasa end ng technical po natin.
So, reminder po sa lahat na iwasan po ang pag-spam. So, Ano pa nga bang hinihintay natin? Let's start with the question number 1. So the first question is, who is this local celebrity? A. Barbie Imperial. B. Heart Evangelista. C. Catherine Bernardo. And D. Ivana Alawi. Sino kaya yan?
Bakit ganun parang magkakamukha sila? Parang yan talaga yung mga...
Mawingan.
No? Lahat ng nabanggit dyan na names, parang pwede sa kanila yung mata na yan.
Kambal kaya sila?
Ganyan daw yung mata ng mga magaganda.
Patingin nga ng mata ng maganda.
Naging singkit.
Kaya natin
Kaya gagani mo yung mata mo. Kuha tayo ng tube, lagay sa mata.
So, parang marami na po yung sumasagot for our question number 1. So, the correct answer is D. Ivana Alawi. At sino kaya yung ating maswerteng winner na mag-uwi ng 50 pesos worth of cash load? Grabe, bago yung winner natin, guys. So, our winner is Jewel Gutierrez. So, Ate Jewel, please
Congrats.
take a screenshot po sa proof na kayo po ang nanalo para magagamit niyo po yan mamaya sa pag-claim ng iyong prize.
Okay, next question tayo. Question number 3. What game is this? A. Dumb Ways to Die. B. Temple Run. C. Candy Crush. Or D. Pet Bill. Ano sa tingin nyo, guys? Okay, comment na.
Nilalaro nyo ba yan?
Asa ng
Thanks.
Naruto. May part 1 and part 2 yun. Part ba tawag? Basta.
Basta yun na yun.
Importante part.
version 2, ayan.
Ayan, familiar din yung mga viewers natin.
Yung mga sumasagot, yan din yung mga sumasagot since day 1 natin, no?
Napaka-supportive.
Pero ang active.
Sino kaya?
Okay, the correct answer is A. Dumb Ways to Die. O, tignan natin kung sino naman ang nanalo sa ating
So many.
At ang nanalo si Daniel Paul F. Echano. Hello!
Wow!
Congratulations! Take a screenshot po para ma-claim natin mamaya yung ating prize.
Congrats! And for our last question, dito sa event natin na Deltas 2022, wala nang kasunod guys, galingan nyo na. Who is this cartoon character? Letter A, Ice King. B, Finn. C, Jake. Or D, Marceline? Sino yan?
Ayan. Sino kaya to? Piling ko nga si Lastic Man yan.
Kilala niya. Plastic Man. Plastic Man
Wala
na
sa choices
cartoon
page.
character, no?
Wala pa. Sino ba yan? Basta
Ano ba? Bago yung kay Faith. Bago yung kanya. Plastic Man.
Hindi tayo magiging decision for today's video.
Ito yung bagong director.
Ayan.
Ayan.
Dahil marami
Ang dami
nang
nang
nakapagsagot.
Ayan.
Our correct answer is correct. Ayan, letter B, si Finn. Bakit may nakita akong Jake dyan kanina? Lahat pinili si Jake. At ang nanalo ay, sino ang nanalo? First to last. Wow, si Kurt Bustillos. Congratulations. Please screenshot and send it to our Facebook page via private message.
And ayan. Faith.
So, ayun, namamayagpag na naman yung BSES 201 dyan. Grabe, from day 1 hanggang last session natin ngayon ha. Laging namamayagpag araw-araw yung aming mga kaklase, di ba, Kayla?
Yes,
So,
totoo.
that's it for our icebreaker for our last session. So, all winners must provide a screenshot with their name, and send it to our official Facebook page, Alpha, via a private message. Again, congratulations to all our winners.
Ayan, I hope that you all enjoyed this icebreaker. Kaya naman mag-proceed na tayo sa discussion ng cybersecurity, which will be explained by a content creator in YouTube. Wow, kakaibang speaker natin ngayon, guys. Our speaker is a graduating student of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science from St. Paul University, Manila. She is a technical community manager, a mentor, seasoned public speaker, and talks about CSIT courses such as the fundamentals of web development, information security, database systems, and automation. Grabe mga sis, talagang ang talented na speaker natin ngayon. At ito pa ha, she is an advocate for social participation and has been engaging with tech communities to share her knowledge and experiences in the tech industry. She aspires to be a computer science professor and a cybersecurity analyst. Kaya naman, let us all welcome Miss Athena Abe.
Hi everyone, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes
Okay, great. Thank you guys. So let me first share my screen. Okay. Ayan, let me know if you can see it. Ay, walang ano pala dito. Full screen. Okay, wait. Full screen yung nakikita. Wait lang, guys. Ayan. Okay, let me know if you can see it. So currently, I won't be able to see yung StreamYard comments. Ayan. Is it all good, hosts? Let me know. Okay. Ayan. I cannot see the comments, guys. So, ayan. So I think you can see it now, right? Let me check. Dito na ba? Is it okay? Yan. Okay, sige. I'll start. Ayan. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. And thank you to STI and Alpha for having me. And thank you for that wonderful introduction, ladies. And again, happy International Women's Month. Ayan. Today we're going to learn about cybersecurity. I've already been introduced, but I'm also a computer science student. I'm an Angel Hack ambassador, a former application analyst, a seasoned public speaker, and mentor. And I also represent Exceed Philippines. Ayan. So first question is, before I begin with my talk, is your computer protected? Why or why not? Okay, so since I won't be able to see the StreamYard comments, I'll just check it in our Facebook Live right now. So I know medyo may delay, but again, the question is your computer protected? Why or why not? Ayan, I'm currently seeing, ayan, the comments in the Facebook. Ayan, hi guys. Ayan, is your computer protected? Why or why not? I think let's hear, so we're almost 70 right now. Let's hear from at least 3 people. Kahit yes or no lang. Ayan. Okay. Let me know. Ayan. Sabi ni Leo, no. Sabi ni Kebs, yes. Sabi ni Chrislene, yes. Ayan, very good. That's very fast and very active. Thank you, guys. Ayan. Shout out daw. Ayan, shout out. Sabi ni John, yes. Ayan. Shout out po kay Kylo Ordonis. Ayan. Sabi ni Lester, yes. Okay. Since you guys, most of you answered yes, I'm curious to know why. Why do you think that your computer is protected? Sabi ni Ezekiel, no po, Windows Defender lang meron ako. Ayan, how about those who answered yes? Why do you think? How are you sure? Or how are you confident that your computer right now is protected? Or your devices or networks are protected? I'm curious to know. Ayan, let me know then. So, yung isa nag-no kasi parang sa tingin niya kasi kulang pa yung tool or technology na meron siya. Sabi ni Lee, no po, nagka-crack po kasi ayan. Ayan, how about sa mga nag-guess? Are you sure na your computer is protected or are you currently having doubts? Ayan, let me know. Okay, let's wait for one more answer. And again, guys, we're live on Facebook, so don't forget to share this to your friends and colleagues para mas makatulong pa tayo, mas spread ang ating free knowledge this afternoon. Ayan. Okay. Sabi ni John, by making sure and following security practices that a computer literate must know and apply. That's really good. So, the correct or wala namang wrong answers here dito. Pero, at the end of the day, we're all vulnerable. Pero as mentioned by John, it depends then on the user of the computer. May it be your device. Do you have a lot of tools, security tools that can help you protect your computer? Pero if the user is not aware or is not using the best practices for securing your data, definitely at the end of the day, you will be vulnerable or prone to attacks or threats. Ayan. So, cybersecurity, I know definitely, di ba, as a student, when you hear the word cybersecurity, it's definitely overwhelming. Parang, although at the same time, you're curious kasi napakalawak ng field and it seems overwhelming, intimidating, and parang napaka-complex ng word ng cybersecurity, right? So don't worry, we're going to have an introductory of cybersecurity, the field. We'll be having an introduction. I'll be sharing with you yung mga common words or vocabularies about cybersecurity and the common interpersonal issues or the common issues that all of us or several people are experiencing in terms of securing their data, their privacy, and their network and device. And next is we're going to learn about threat examples. Ayan. And security check. I'm going to check if at almost at the end of the talk, titingnan natin kung may natutunan ba kayo. And of course, AWS security services that you can try and explore and you can use in your field or in your future field. Ayan. Okay, so the definition of cybersecurity. So definitely cybersecurity is for everyone. So kahit if you're watching right now and you're not in the tech field, cybersecurity is still and is also for you. So when you hear cybersecurity kasi the common thing you would think it's for people in the tech field, but cybersecurity also includes people with the awareness of securing their privacy, their data, their confidentiality. Ayan. It's for everyone. It can be learned by anyone. So, ayun siya. And there are two different definitions we're going to check. First is the technical definition about networks or devices. Cybersecurity is the technology that is, okay, let me go back, that is designed to protect devices from attacks and unauthorized access. Ayan. Meanwhile, if you're going to think about cybersecurity for the people, it's about protecting yourself and others from attacks carried out primarily with computers. So at the end of the day, it's the user's responsibility and call to action to protect or be safe in their computer or device. The cybersecurity field is this is an environment wherein there are initial risk assessment applied, and then in the field kasi this is where you'll be able to assess and give solutions to identify the gaps and improve yung cybersecurity. Ayan. Practices. Ayan. So, here's an example if you're going to have a visual representation and a better understanding of cybersecurity. Think of it as a mailbox. So, diba, there are two types of mailbox and it's very accessible. You can open it. Anyone can open it. But think of it as a point of view of a thief. Sa tingin nyo, alin dito yung mas madaling nakawin ng thief na mail from the mailbox? Is it mailbox C or S? Ayan. May konting delay lang ang ating Facebook Live, but feel free to comment your answers. Ayan, I think I'll be waiting for 3. Ayan, very good. Sumagot si Alpha C daw. How about the others? What do you think is yung madaling nakawin? C? Ayan, one more. Okay. Ayan, very good. Why? Kasi it's very obvious, it's very accessible, walang lock, it's not secure. So, di ba, do not judge a book by its cover, di ba? So, pagkatingin mo, it's just like a normal mailbox. Akala nung tip siguro na hindi secured yung inside. But when you open it, of course, mas vulnerable yung C. Ayan. Sabi ni John, C as it doesn't have more level of protection compared to S. Ayan, very good. And how about on a device example, no, what if hindi talaga obvious yung security ng isang device? What if there are two laptops in front of you, and if you want to unlock something, are you going to attack computer C or computer S? Ayan. C, the laptop C has no password. Laptop S is password protected. Ayan. Sabi ni John Paul S, nandun na yung key. Yeah, that's true. Oo nga naman, may point. Very good and good observation. Ayan, how about in this example? If you're going to, ayan, sabi ni Daniel C. Oh, dalawang Daniel C. How about, hindi pala, Dariel. Oh, unique name, ayan. One more, Aris. Ayan, very good. C. Of course, definitely C. Kasi, definitely, walang password. So, dito pa lang, password is really important. Ayan. Okay, it's really good that you have a better understanding. Ito, I don't know if you have encountered this meme. Ito daw ang definition ng isang cybersecurity. Sayang hindi on time or real time yung interaction or engagement natin right now. Pero ayan, I'm also looking at the Facebook Live. So, dito daw yung definition ng cybersecurity kasi daw chinecheck daw ni Kuya Guard ang system unit para daw ma-ensure na secure ang device nitong mga users na nasa harap. Literal na security. Ayan, na naging famous meme to lalo na sa mga IT forums. Ayan. Pero kidding aside, how would you be able to identify if ikaw ba ay vulnerable in terms of your device network and if you're prone to attacks? There are two main things to consider or to identify. Think of it as if you're more secured, as what I have shown to you, yung mailbox, di ba? Or yung laptop, they might think, or the attackers or the thieves might think na you can be easily attacked. Although they don't know that you're secured, you've been taking practices, you've been taking actions, you are aware of that there are opportunities for these attackers to take advantage of your data and your privacy. And with that, di nila alam, you'll become a lesser of a target. But if you're not aware of the cybersecurity practices or information security practices, and hinahayaan mo lang na naka-expose yung data mo online, or you're not discovering the different tools that can help you protect your data, then most likely you are more of a target. Ayan. So my next question here is, do cybercriminals attack your computer? So as based on the introduction a while ago, this might be a tricky question for you. And I'm interested to know your answer to this. So if you should read it carefully. Do cybercriminals attack your computer? Why or why not? Ayan. So let me know. So when you answer yes or when you answer no, feel free to share why as well. Ayan. Okay. Ayun guys, don't forget to share this live, no, para madami tayong matulungan to learn about cybersecurity. Tignan nga natin kung makakahit tayo ng 100 viewers this afternoon. Ayan. Sana okay pa kayo kasi alam kong kanina natuto din kayo ng blockchain technology, if I'm right. So medyo information overload na tayo, but I'm going to make it as smooth and as understandably mas madali siya intindihin. So ayun, ayan, okay. So currently, what are your answers? Medyo napapaisip sila, I think, dito based. Ayan, sabi ni John, yes, everyone is susceptible to digital attacks. It could be something that interests them, gain money, or use as their identity. Okay, the question here is your computer. Sabi ni Daniel, yes, they could attack computers. They would assess the target's weaknesses before carrying out the attacks. Okay, great answers. Okay, let's hear from one more answer. Meron ba ditong no? I'm interested to know. Kasi this might be a trick question. Ayan. Okay, last one. Ayan. Any other answers? Okay, I hope we can reach more people this afternoon. Ayan. Share nyo lang to. Madami pa tayong mga interesting topics later on. Okay, last one. Meron bang magno-no? Ayan, very good. Although di ko lang alam kung paano i-pronounce yung name mo pero sabi niya, I guess not, since may software ako na Kaspersky. Sinasabi niya kung ano yung websites na delikado. Oh, that's great. I haven't heard of it. Sabi ni John, Depends if you have a great credentials or possessions of value. If you're not popular or something of great value or less prone to be attacked. Ayan. Okay, great answers, guys. So the question here is your computer. Yes, the answer can be yes and the answer can be no. Why no? If you're going to look at it, the cyber criminals focus on, ayan, sabi ni Stephen, no, since I always update my software and antivirus. The cyber criminals usually focus and attack the user itself. Kasi you have a device, pero the most vulnerable thing here is your data, your protection, your privacy. Yun yung ina-attack nila, di ba? As you have mentioned here, tinitignan nila yung target's weaknesses. So, tama yung answer ni Daniel. So, syempre, definitely, para makapag-attack is they would go to your network or go to your device. But at the end of the day, as mentioned by Daniel, the target is your weakness. So, ayan, very good. So, all computers have vulnerabilities and we cannot really say that we are 101% safe. That's why we're learning cybersecurity to take practices and do these procedures to help secure our data. And with that, meron ba kayo nakikita dito sa presentation na parang familiar? Ay, natatakpan ng mukha ko. Wait lang. I got you guys. I-move natin siya para makita niyo yung blind item natin. Wait lang ha. Ito yung blind item natin. Uy! Wait lang. Ayan. Okay, sumilip siya. Ayan. So, ito yung blind item natin. Let me know. Ayun, nakikita niyo na pala siya. Let me know kung kilala niyo to. But the next part of our talk today would be identifying the vocabulary and learning the cybersecurity terms and what they mean. But before I begin, kilala niyo ba yan ang ating blind item or ating special guest this afternoon? Do you know who this person is? Or kung sino yung pinoportray niya? Any answers? Ayan naman, naghaha-react na. Anyone? Any guesses? Ayan, let's wait for 3 answers. Ayan, sabi ni Charles, si Marites ba? Question mark, hindi siya sure. How about the others? Ayan, very good. 81 na tayo. Ayan, let's spread this free knowledge. Ayan. Especially it's a weekend. Ayan. Okay, how about the others? Spy daw siya. Okay, let's hear for one more answer. Ayan. Sino si Justin? Sa TikTok po, sabi ni Kurt. Ayan, very good. Yes. So, itong TikToker na to, I don't know his or her name personally. Yan, TikToker, yes. Pero we're going to learn cybersecurity in a fun and creative way. And I've invited Marites to share with you how to learn cybersecurity, vocabulary, and terms. Ayan. Masahista daw. Sabi ni Jetly. Sabi ni Ezekiel, mas mabilis pa sa news. Marites. That's true. Ayan. Okay, great. So, I've created this story called Maritak, the Marites attack. Ayan. So, I'm going to read it. I want you to listen carefully and read yung story. Okay, so I'll begin. So, in March 2022, ayan, Marites woke up screaming. Ayan, sumisigaw daw siya. As she dreamt about hackers erasing all of her data in her iPhone 13. Sana all may iPhone 13, di ba? She also dreamt about how hackers were able to access her Twitter account and tweeted about stopping from gossiping for 2022 as her New Me resolution. They also deleted her Messenger account containing her group chat named Marites Nation containing 6 years worth of messages. Ayan, grabe, no? 6 years worth of messages. Ayan, sa kanyang Facebook Messenger. Okay, ayan. Let me know if you have any comments while I'm reading it. And then, ang nangyari sa panaginip ni Marites, this attack compromised Marites' information on all 3 levels of the CIA model of information security. Marites felt scared and started to get out of bed and made a cup of coffee while listening to her favorite podcast series, All of Us Are Alive on the radio. Ayan, she turned her phone and she thought that she is in her dream as she saw the hackers compromise the confidentiality of her information, as it was true that her private account was accessed, including her password-protected accounts. Ayan, take note na access kahit password protected ang kanyang mga accounts. This compromised the integrity of Marites' information when they tweeted #neveragain to chismis and changed her bio to Marites to Magdalena 2022. Ay, patay tayo dyan. Ayan. And with that, before I continue with the story, so nasa panaginip siya, yun na ang bilis ng mga pangyayari. The hacker was able to access all of her accounts, password-protected accounts, and was able to access all of her data, 6 years worth of chika, and including changing her private information from Marites to Magdalena 2022. Maniniwala ba kayo doon? Ayan. And with here, I'm going to give you further information of the CIA model or triad. This is your first time learning about this. It's a common practice. There are 3 things to remember. We have confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So, ayan. Confidentiality, it's an effort to keep one's data in private. Ayan. Are you keeping confidentiality of the information that are given to you or trusted to you? Ayan. So, isa ba kayo sa confidential people or isa kayo sa mga marites people? Ayan. And next is integrity. It's the quality of something being complete. This ensures that data has not been tampered with and can be trusted. Alam kong mahirap magtiwala ngayon, di ba? Sabi nila, trust no one. So, always be careful of providing the correct information, the authenticity, and if it's reliable. Diba, when it comes to confidentiality and integrity, dun mo lang ibibigay yung information mo dun sa tao na may authority or dapat niyang malaman. Hindi mo bibigay yung information for people who person of not dun na sa person of interest, parang ganon. Hindi sa not share it to other people na hindi naman dapat or hindi naman kailangan. Ayan. And next is availability. So this is users' access to resources such as networks, systems, and applications that are up and running. So this means that users have access to resources. As mentioned to yun, dyan nga yung papasok yung availability when needed. Ayan. So this is an example. If we're going to check other university or company emails, we have this. We have the confidentiality notice. So kung sino lang nandun sa email thread, sila lang ang dapat at karapat-dapat na makaalam or makakuha ng information na yon. Although, the question in here is, are you sure that everything in this email is or are protected? Yes or no? Do you think this confidentiality notice is enough to ensure the CIA model or triad taken into action or into practice? Ayan, that's the question. Do you think this is enough? Yes or no? Ayan. Let me know in the chat. Ayan. Any guesses? Let's hear for 3 people. Okay. What do you think? Is this enough na may confidentiality notice or kahit other, di ba, pag sumasagot tayo ng mga survey forms, mga data privacy notice, ganyan. Any guesses, guys? Yan, let me know. You can guess, you can try. Do you think this is enough? Or kulang pa to? Ayan. Sabi ni Kebs, yes po, I guess. Okay, good guess. How about the others? Let's hear for 2 more people. Ayan. What do you think? What's your first initial thought? Pag nakakakuha rin, nandito ka sa email thread or you've received external link asking for your information. Sabi ni Stephen, I guess not enough. Sabi ni Kurt, enough po for liability. Sabi ni Daniel, Enforcing Data Privacy Act of 2022. Okay, good. Sabi ni Nimrod, not enough po. So yes, it's not enough. Why? So kahit may ganito on the other side of the organizer or the one sending the message, yun talaga yung end niya was to be able to give this notice kasi we have this Data Privacy Act nga, di ba, of 2012 na sinusundan. Although at the end of the day, dun na din talaga papasok yung vulnerability part na yung integrity factor niya. Nandito na tayo sa availability na dito lang natin binibigay information to the authorized people. Although when it comes to integrity, doon din natin hindi sure or hindi strong yung trust, yung foundation. Sabi ni John Paul, it says, this email is confidential, good enough for me. Ayan. So, paano kung yung tao hindi mo pagkakatiwalaan? Kaya nagiging vulnerable kasi you wouldn't know if your data is really protected. Ayan. So, in here, ayan, medyo nakita nyo kung saan galing yung stick pic. So, let's continue the story. Ayan. Let me know then if you have any other comments. Ayan. Or are you enjoying the story of Marites? Let me know. Ayan. So, next part is, diba nasa panaginip siya? And what happened next is they also compromised the availability of Marites' information. Ayan, we learned about availability. When the hackers changed Marites' passwords, in just a few seconds, she was locked out of all of her accounts, deleted all of her data, making it permanently unavailable. Ayan, unaccessible na siya. Marites cried on the floor and didn't know what to do. So yung panaginip niya, realidad pala pagkagising niya. She didn't know that these attacks were carried out without writing a single line of attack code. So you don't need to have programming or technical experience in order to attack a person's device or information. Sabi ni John, grabe naman ang panaginip ni Marites. Oo nga, and I hope that it won't happen to us, kaya makinig kayo. So it was made by Script Kiddie. What does it mean? It means this person is a hacker with no significant programming knowledge. The only tools that he used were a web browser, a phone, and personal information about Marites that wasn't public accessible with an internet connection. Hay nako, Marites talaga. Yan. So, yan yung nagiging consequences. Ayan, natakot na din si Faith. Ayan. So, the question here is, how do you think the hackers got Marites' information before we proceed? Based on the story, dun sa nabasa at narinig nyo, how do you think the hackers got Marites' information? Sabi ni Ivan, kawawang Marites. Oo nga, kawawang. Ayan, Marites pa more. Ayan, okay. So how do you think the hackers got Marites' information? Any guesses? Although the answer is already there, sabi ni Daniel Script Kiddie, some noob who is always overshadowed by black hats. Ayan. Great. Okay, great input. That's good. How about the others? And let me know. Before we proceed, I think let's hear from two more people. Sabi ni Nimrod, manipulation siguro. Or we have another term for that. It starts with the letter S, and the first word, and the second word starts with the letter E. Sabi ni John Paul, since she's a Marites, probably for sure the Script Kiddie managed to steal some of her information since she let it be public to everyone. Yes. Sabi ni Faith, her information was so public. That's true. Sabi ni Lee, public information ni Marites scattered in social media. Ayan, very good. Okay. Or we have this term also, social engineering. So sobrang daldal ni Marites na took advantage na siya ng iba niyang friends na who she thought is she could trust, and then that's possible, right? It's a possible scenario. You cannot trust everyone. So, and then from there, yung friend niya, magkasabot pala sila ng Script Kiddie, mga ganyan. Sabi ni Stephen, lack of internet safety measures. Ayan. Okay, very good. And continuing the story, the hackers, ayun nga, di ba, took advantage of several security vulnerabilities. Eto na. Ayan, online influencer ata nito ni Marites. Marites created a TikTok video. Ayan. Sharing her experience. After 5 minutes of posting the video, she was able to make anonymous contact with one of the perpetrators. Ayan, so nagkakontakan pa sila. We explained the method that they used to attack Marites' accounts. Naging viral si Marites because of her TikTok account. Nahack daw siya. This method of attack is called an exploit. Ayan. Little did Marites know that the impact could have been much worse. So kung titignan natin yung sitwasyon or scenario, umamin pa si hacker at sinabi pa kung paano ginawa. So she was somewhat lucky kasi hindi naging worse. So these hackers may have been cyber criminals and use her personal information to access her bank accounts. Ayan ang napakadelikado, guys. So, pinalitan lang naman nila ang bio ni Marites to Magdalena na 2022 and never to chismis or chika, diba? Although, na-delete ang kanyang mga messages and mga Marites conversations niya. The hacker claimed that he is a hacktivist. Oh, what's that? That aimed to spread awareness about computer security. So, if you're curious, what does a hacktivist mean? Ayan, before I give you the definition, Do you think that being a hacktivist is a good thing? Ayan, let me know. Oh, we're 85 right now. That's really good. Okay, dali bago matapos yung kwento ni Marites, let's invite more people. I have a lot of information to share with you about cybersecurity. Ayan. Keep on inviting people. Ayan. Okay, so yes or no, just a guess. You don't have to explain because I'll be able to help you explain. So I think it's here from 3 guesses. Ayan, tag niyo lang yung friends nyo. Sabi ni Faith, yes. How about the others? 2 more. Okay, 2 more. No. Some and some na. Ayan, that's really good. These are diverse answers. Ayan, very good. Yes and no, it depends on the intention. And that is why I'm here to show you different types of hacktivists. So what is hacktivism? It's a combination of the 2 words hacking and activism. Ayan, it is the misuse, ayan, of a computer or internet to expose a believed injustice. So good answers. And there are different types of activism. Ayan, there are hacktivists who are politically motivated. They promote and upheave a political agenda, sometimes to the extent of anarchy. In the middle, we have socially motivated. Ayun nga yun ng it sets out naman on social injustices spanning from government censorship to human rights. And next is religiously motivated. Hacktivism acts in the name of religious ideology, whether that's to discredit or encourage the belief. And another example is yung kanina kay Marites. Gusto niya kasi nung hacker na mag-spread ng awareness na, oy, ito yung nangyayari sa inyo, kakamarites nyo na nako-compromise or na-attack na yung data nyo. Kaya always be careful of putting information out there. And with that comes with risk assessment. Ano ba yung mga actions na kailangan natin aralin or matutunan or alalahanin para hindi tayo maging more weak or more vulnerable. Kasi there will always be vulnerabilities, but the key here or the formula or the recipe here for risk assessment is to identify these 3 things. So, di ba natutunan natin yung CIA modular triad, and now we're going to assess kung we're part of the vulnerable ones. So, first is vulnerabilities, followed by threats and impact, and then there comes risk. So to further define what a risk is, it all starts with the vulnerability. Dito nakikita yung weak points in a security system or in a user or an individual. Ayan, kung ikaw ay marites, ayan, definitely you're prone to being more vulnerable compared to the others. With that, you're most likely prone to threats. It's a likelihood of an attack. And with being attacked comes with the impact. It's a consequence of an attack. And with that consequence, therefore comes a risk, the combination of vulnerability, threat, and impact. Ayan. And with that, ito talaga yung mga common nating maging aware in terms of everyone in the internet is the 5 interpersonal issues when it comes to cybersecurity. These are all related to one another. So let's start from the left side, which is anonymity. Being anonymous can either be a good thing or a bad thing. Ayan. Sabi ni John, wag tularan si Marites. O, di ba may lesson na agad? So, ang pagiging anonymous, it can be a good thing or a bad thing, especially right now here, di ba, in StreamYard or when you go to other meeting rooms, you can change your name, you can change your nickname to either your personal information, your personal name, or your nickname, or a screen name. An advantage of this, of being anonymous, is you can do it for a good cause. May it be helping other people but without letting them know your identity, doing it for mga donations or giving, sharing the knowledge, ayan, but keeping your personal information, or a disadvantage. Especially with the current situation right now, with the elections, ayan, na observe natin yan. Some people use mga accounts na hindi talaga nila name or changing the picture or even worse, using someone's photo to take advantage of doing this disadvantage of hurting other people, attacking other people. So that are the pros and cons of anonymity. And with that, there also comes missing communication context. Ito, napaka-common talaga nito, especially when we communicate and chat or text via online. It's hard to interpret someone's message and you don't know the tone and its intention to you. So, for example, paano ko sinabi sa'yo, why did you leave the group chat? It can be an angry tone, bakit ka umalis sa group chat? Or it could be a chill tone, bakit ka umalis? So, yun yung mga common misconceptions kaya nagkakaroon ng miscommunication, nagkakaroon ng alitan. Paano kung may umalis sa group chat tapos si Marites kalmado pala. Tapos sabi niya, why did you leave the group chat? Pero yung dating dun sa kaibigan, galit. Di nagka-issue na, nagka-chismisa na. Tapos kinalat na, ay si Marites, ganyan-ganyan yan. Ito yung, dito na siya nakatira ngayon kasi nga, nahack yung mga ganyan, di ba? So, even your relatives or your close friends can be a cause of can lead you to threats. Kaya always be careful of the tone of their communication or the relationship you have with people close to you or in the internet. And with that comes with privacy. You balance or you weigh social motivations versus emotions. Ano ba talaga yung intention mo out there on the internet? Is it for doing a good cause or doing a bad cause? Ayan. And there comes everlasting motivation. The internet is forever. Once you put that out there with one click or one word or one action, it's there. Ayan. Lalo na, di ba nakikita natin, common na na-observe ko ngayon yung iba nating classmates, pupunta sa profile natin, magko-comment sa picture natin ng 2012, 2010, yung mga JJ poses natin, magko-comment, ayan na, it's forever. And there comes credibility. Can you trust what you read online? So always fact check, read valid sources, ask for people about the information that you're reading or you're seeing online. Ayan. And with that, if you want to learn more in detail of the best practices in cybersecurity, I already did a talk at Tech and Global Academy Philippines on how to protect your data on the internet. It's on my YouTube channel, Atcha Abe. So I did more information about the details on how to protect your data. Ayan lang, hindi lang siya think before you click bago na ngayon. It's think about the link. And I explained that there on my video. Hindi kasya kasi yung 1 hour, pero you can check it out if you want to learn more. And also with that, nandito na tayo. We're almost at the end. Don't worry, guys. We're here at the different threats. So this is from the CERT or Cybersecurity Philippines. Ito yung mga examples ng threats. Merong phishing or smishing scams. So again, do not click or open any URL sent via chat apps, emails, and SMS. The common thing that you have to know when clicking something is it something that you expect? If it's not something that you expect or it's not from a person that you trust, do not click it. And sometimes, even if galing siya sa tao na you trust, pero hindi mo ine-expect or wala kayong communication or agreement about it, don't click it. Diba uso yun ngayon sa mga group chat or sa mga Discord, ang daming spam, tapos kaibigan mo siya, akala mo siya yun, pero hindi pala. Those are the things or actions that you have to be careful about. There's also currently with the advancement of technology, AI, there's also deepfake and face swapping. Ayan. So, ayan na, pinapalitan yung mga muka. And syempre, it's targeting personalities or people who are popular. Nasisira yung kanilang identity. Ayan. Okay. Sabi ni, ayan, basahin natin yung comments before we proceed. And there's farming too, yes. Ayan. Sabi ni John Paul, share tayo ng 100 viewers. Oo nga, patapos na ako. Sayang 84 tayo ngayon. Sabi ni Faith, may nag-text daw sa kanya, pasado na daw siya sa interview sa trabaho. Oo, I also have colleagues or workmates. May may na-receive akong email. Sabi ko, is it something na you expected? Sabi niya, madami akong nare-receive na email araw-araw. Wala naman akong maalala na nag-apply ako. Doon pa lang, alam mo nang di siya totoo or di siya legit or it's not something na you expect. So, yun. Be careful with that. And clickbait. Ayan. So, meron din mga love scams and identity theft. Always be careful with that. Mga ginagamit yung picture, mga ganyan. So, be careful. And one of the preventive actions, ayan, is to make use of the technology that you have right now. Ayan, an example here is ransomware protection using your Windows devices. Update your Windows. Every Windows update naman makikita nyo dun kung ano yung mga bagong update when it comes to security. Ayan. Also, discover other tools. And di ba common kasi, hindi ko to masyado ine-expound sa cybersecurity. Pero kasi pag inisip nila yung cybersecurity, hacker agad. Kaya gumawa ako ng video sa YouTube ko kung totoo nga ba na magiging hacker kapag sumali ka sa hackathon. Ayan, check niyo yan. I have a video about that. And next is ito na nga, let's apply what we learn. So, is it true? Expectation versus reality na tayo. Is it true that ganito talaga ang mga hackers sa totoong buhay? Yes or no? Ganyan ba ang itsura ng hacker sa totoong buhay? Taray no, mga shoes niya naka-light up pa. Mamaya naiba din yung niyan, kulay. Diba? Ganyan ba? So, ang daming, kalakupin. Pero ayan, tapos ganyan daw yung buhok. Cute. Oh, cute daw. Ayan. So, let me know. I'm in na daw siya agad. Ayan. And, next is ito. 'Di ba? Ayan, thieves watching YouTubers home tour vlogs. Kung ikaw ay aspiring content creator sa TikTok or YouTube or lalo na yung mga nag-stream ng games, 'di ba? Ayan. Check niyo muna yung surroundings niyo kung meron bang information or something doon or symbol or image na pwedeng maging weakness nyo. Ayan. Sabi niya, you want iPhone 13 Pro Max. Ayan. So, ayan siya. Oh, be careful with that. And, eto, minsan kasi, commonly, di ba, mga bank accounts, akala natin totoo, pero titignan niyo muna yung URL or yung link sa taas. Kung totoo ba siya. And of course, yung user interface, very obvious naman. And, kailangan nyo, di ba, merong lock dun sa top left kung secure siya. If this site is secure, always check that. Even in emails and on text, check nyo yung email. Ayan. Kasi it might seem legit. Alam kong fast-paced everything what we do on a daily basis, but always take the time to check yung messages or yung information nyo. Ayan. Sabi ni Daria, yung iba po binablur po nila yung mga important details sa mga YouTuber. Yes. Ayan. Sabi niya, I don't know what your name is. Hula lang. Ang mga hacker siguro ay nakasando lang sa bahay tapos nakasuot ng boxer shorts. Kagaya na babalita. Baka pwede, o diba? Hindi natin alam. And it's the last part na. And ito yung experience ko din working in the tech industry. Especially I worked in a startup. So I'll read this comic, sabi ni IT guy. For the security, we said we hired someone to blank tapos kumontra agad siya. Hold on, that's not the priority. Let's get the project started first and we'll see about that later. Then nag-remind ulit si Kuya. Hey, the project is nearly done. What should we should do a security audit. Sabi niya, too late man, we don't have the time or the budget for that. Next is the site's been online for 10 days and we haven't done any security testing. I'm nervous. Sabi niya, don't worry, we'll take care of it later. And lastly, ayan, na-down yung site, na-hack. Yun yung pinaka-core nung business. Ayan, how could you let this happen? Oh, sinisi niya si Kuya. And also, I also experienced it at my first job since it's a startup. Although it was in the thought of the process na we were supposed to create this handbook or proposal kasi nag-expand na yung business about data privacy. Since iba-iba yung data privacy law sa iba-ibang bansa, what I did was I interviewed and assessed each department, the type of tools they use. Ang experience ko sa industry is madami talagang phishing attacks na sa emails. And ang nakakatawa doon, working in the IT industry, umaabot ako sa point na, Atcha, dito work-related, pero pwede bang paayos ng iPad ko? Ha? Application analyst ako, pero bakit po pinapayos sa akin yung iPad mo? Mga ganun. Anyway, ayun siya, and most talaga phishing kasi they are not aware. They do not have trainings, di ba? It's really important to be aware kahit of the basics such as this in a creative and fun way. Mas madali kasi it's very overwhelming to learn about cybersecurity, mga terms, di ba? It can be deep to some. So, instead na pagsisihan mo sa huli, well, not take the actions kahit wala pa yung mismong system or technology, pero being aware is the first step in taking action into cybersecurity. Ayan. And with that, let me know if you can hear the audio. So here are AWS technologies for security. And here's a video about security operations on AWS.
One of the top priorities of AWS is security for the customers. Instead of covering one specific or a few specific compliance standards in the class, we define a compliance framework that combines all the common and very frequent elements from all these compliance standards. I like to show students how to do things. So we have modules in which we describe the security properties, but more than describing, I think that the students like when they see how to do it. So I like to do live demos and show how they can change the settings and make sure that their environments are secure. Many students, when they arrive, especially when they are like new customers, they don't feel comfortable about security in the cloud. After attending this class, they learn how to configure security. They learn how which options they have. They learn how to use them, so they feel more confident after they leave the class.
Ayan, with Amazon Web Services, it provides cloud technologies and services, and cloud is on demand, di ba? I already did din a talk about cybersecurity the other day, and yun talaga kasi ang sinabi ko sa kanila is always have a backup. Kasi it's vital for you. Di mo alam the next day baka ma-compromise, di ba? Laging yun nga, nako-corrupt yung data, nako-corrupt yung file, so always have a backup, and one of the many ways you can do it is use cloud technology. Kasi sometimes, for example, meron kang backup sa drive or something like that. Paano kung wag naman sana natural calamities or sources yung mga servers. That's why we're transitioning to the cloud. For example, na down yung mga servers or dito sa Pilipinas, merong backup sa ibang region. That's the purpose of cloud technology with Amazon Web Services. And the next is Amazon Inspector. Ano kaya ang Amazon Inspector?
So we just relaunched Inspector with a totally redesigned service that really helps customers operationalize and manage vulnerabilities in their AWS workloads much easier.
We're a longtime leader in cybersecurity, both on-premise and, of course, in the cloud, with our Sophos Cloud Optics Cloud Security Posture Management solution. So we take the findings, we actually aggregate them together with other AWS security services, as well as Sophos Security Intelligence, so that a customer has a single pane of glass to take a look at information, get context, and actually utilize things like threat hunting tools. By working with AWS, we've been able to help customers identify the specific security areas they need to pay attention to, and then give them the tools, both from AWS and from Sophos, that they need.
Sumo Logic natively integrates with the newest Amazon Inspector release and is now available in the Sumo Logic app catalog. Security teams can use the app to scan real-time results from Amazon Inspector and understand vulnerability trends within their AWS services. Many of our joint customers find it extremely helpful to be able to monitor all of their AWS services from one unified monitoring platform.
SentinelOne is primarily known for being a cybersecurity company. We started doing endpoint protection and prevention, but we've really expanded out to do a lot more over the years. We were excited to be part of the Inspector launch. We saw it as a really powerful integration where we could bring together vulnerability information, risk information, with lots of other types of data from AWS, but also from hybrid cloud and other data that we'd bring in together to really allow our customers to get that complete visibility across their environment, understand that risk, and bring that together with all the rich security data we provide.
We're really known for end-to-end or comprehensive security across all threat surface areas for customers. So think about endpoint, network, and cloud security. Prisma Cloud ingests full security data from Amazon through Amazon EventBridge. And we bring that comprehensive security information into the Prisma Cloud console, providing customers with a complete view of their EC2 landscapes across organizational units.
While the new Inspector service helps customers gain visibility into vulnerabilities in their EC2 instances and images stored in their ECR registries, partners really add to that an operational element that helping customers operationalize security as part of their threat management and security management practices, as well as their software development practices, and really help customers reduce mean time to remediate and remediate vulnerabilities faster and accelerate their journey to the cloud.
Ayan, so that is Amazon Inspector, and even security companies or corporations are using their services with the help of cloud technology. Ayan, so next is vulnerability management with AWS.
As the benefits of cloud computing drive increased adoption, Vulnerability management is more important than ever. AWS makes it easier by helping you identify, track, and remediate security weaknesses within the cloud environment. Because this is dynamic in nature, the customer is responsible for penetration testing, cloud patch management, virus protection, and border definitions. AWS empowers users by providing several services and tools. Amazon Inspector assesses applications for exposures and vulnerabilities. AWS Trusted Advisor helps analyze the environment and provides best practice recommendations. An AWS Systems Manager can automate patch management, desired state configuration for antivirus software and firewall ports, and report overall compliance. These are just a few ways AWS is here to help you with vulnerability management. To learn more, go to aws.amazon.com/security.
Ayan. So there are other also tools for vulnerability management. And here comes data protection. Ayan, the most vital part of securing what is supposed to be secured is your data. Ayan. So here's data protection in AWS.
Are you getting the most out of your data? Your business generates massive volumes of data from data center environments such as VMware and NAS, SaaS apps like Microsoft 365, Salesforce, G Suite, and AWS workloads. The challenge is protecting this data without compromising business agility and employee productivity. Wherever your data lives, Druva, powered by AWS, can protect it in the cloud without the need for dedicated on-site hardware and software. Druva's SaaS platform delivers the scale, security, and simplicity of the cloud with automated resource provisioning, eliminating the need for IT oversight or management. Accelerate time to value with 15-minute deployments. Achieve simplicity with a single console to define and monitor backups. With one-click disaster recovery to recover in minutes. Realize TCO savings of up to 50% with a consumption-based model, so you only pay for the amount of storage consumed. Further reduce storage costs with automatic long-term data retention to Amazon S3 Glacier Deep Archive. Your data is always safe from internal and external threats, with data encrypted in flight and at rest, with an AES 256 encryption key that is controlled only by you. Are you ready to future-proof your data protection while reducing costs? Take a closer look at Druva. Find Druva in the AWS Marketplace.
Ayan. So I think that's the last AWS video. So there are different tools that you can use with cloud technology that can also automate your processes when it comes to cybersecurity and vulnerability management. And with that, on behalf of Education.ph, I appreciate your feedback. Let me know how I did. Ayan, I also put the survey link in the chat. Ayan, let me know other topics that you'd like me to discuss, and I'm interested to know your feedback. And if you want to learn more, let me know in this feedback link or scan this QR code, and I'll give you a few seconds to scan it sa mga teki-teki dyan, and also you can easily access it here in the link. Ayan, tama ba yung binigay ko? Let's see if it's loading. Yes, okay. Ayan, great. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. And with that, after this talk, if you want to learn more of my journey in becoming a young professional in tech and how I was able to start my career even as a student, I will be having a talk later at 2:30 p.m. at PUP. So don't forget to check that out. I'd be happy to share more information and help you get into the field. Ayan. And here are my social links if you want to learn more about web development, web design, information security, database network. I have a lot of tutorials on my YouTube channel, Atcha Abe. I also do entertainment videos, yan, mga makeup challenges, vlogs. I also have international videos. You can check it out. Ayan. You can also find me on my Facebook page if you want more free webinars. I always share it. I'm also on LinkedIn. You can connect with me professionally. And I'm also on Instagram and Twitter at Alyafeave. Ayan. And with that, I'd also like to share with you more free events about cloud and how to be a cloud professional. So in March 29, we have an event with eCloud Valley, a day in the life of a cloud practitioner, and our event at AWS SIC Lab. You will be learning about AWS Cloud Foundations. Ayan. Yes, sabi ni John Paul, daming offers ni AWS, of course, and I'm really happy to share them with you guys for free. And here's our takeaway this afternoon. My last words for you guys would be unalerted marites. What does that mean? Maintaining action by reducing impact through elicited security. Naku, Atcha, napakalalim naman, elicited security. What does that mean? It means that you are active and alert in getting and obtaining good information about the best security practices, and you are aware about it, getting a response, putting it into action from the information that you have gathered. Ayan. Again, be an alerted marites. And that ends my presentation. Ayan, thank you for your time. Ayan, thank you guys.
Ayan, ito na yung ating kasama, Ate Christine. Ayan, kayo lang.
Hello.
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 Hello, guys.
Nabigla ako dun.
So, thank you, Miss
Ako din.
Athena at Abe for that informative talk. And that's it for our speaker in this last session of our DevFest 2022. So, imagine, no? Last session na natin to, pero grabe yung mga pabawang information sa atin, Miss Athena. At syempre yung mga speakers na rin natin from our previous events. At saka wag kayo ha, I am an alert marites. Oh,
Dapat.
ano meron sa'yo dyan? Kaya
So, ayan, I agree. It is the method pala na ginagamit to protect the network. Saka yung mga system at application. Kaya dapat hindi natin sineshare yung mga important information natin. Kaya para hindi tayo ma-hack tulad ng sabi ni Miss Abe, be alerted marites.
Yeah, kayo ba guys? Ano ba yung mga natutunan niyo sa ating mga viewers? Ano ba yung napulot yung parang pinakatumatak sa isip nyo na sinabi ni Miss Athena?
ayun.
Ayan. Sabi nila, nagpapasalamat po sila. Sabi ni Kevs Dichon, ito na ang inaantay mong shoutout. Alam kong inaantay mo to. Thank you so much daw po, ma'am.
Inaantay niya since day one.
Ayan, sabi naman ni Lee Anthony Amoy, thank you po.
Hello, Kuya Lee.
So, sabi naman ng ating technical / John Paul Berol, madami po akong natutunan. Ayan.
Okay.
And kay Daniel Paul at Chano, marami po kaming natutunan. Ayan, madami. Grabe, sobrang dami talaga nilang natutunan.
Yeah, sabi naman ni Kuya Charles, be an alerted marites po.
Yes,
Tama. Ayan, if you guys enjoyed Ma'am Athena's presentation, marami pa siyang discussion on her YouTube account, kaya subscribe kayo guys at Atcha Abe.
Ayan.
So, ayan. Feeling ko ready na ang ating mga questions at si Miss Athena para sagutin yung questions sa ating question and answer portion. So, I guess let's now proceed, no? So, ayan, we hope na madami kayong natutunan sa mga sinabi ni Miss Athena. And kung meron kayong mga confusion, guys, this is your time to clarify those. We will now have our question and answer portion. Your questions will be entered in the Slido. You can put your name there or ask anonymously. Again, a gentle reminder to everyone to please not use inappropriate names. As much as possible, please use your full name or just remain anonymous. You can join the Slido by clicking the link provided in our chat comment section with the ID number 471686, or you can also scan the QR code you see on your screen right now.
Ayan, so reminder lang po sa lahat na you can answer the feedback form for Miss Athena on the pinned comment on our comment section on our Facebook page. Ayan. So, ayan.
Nandiyan din sa screen.
Yep.
Ayan, ready na ba yung questions natin? Feeling ko ready na.
Ayan na.
Ayan.
So, si Miss Athena, andyan na po. po. Ayan.
Hello.
For our first question, hello po, Miss Athena. From Anonymous. Ayan, ang sabi ay, cybersecurity software such as Kaspersky always updates their database daily. Does that mean devs or developers always create code daily to combat hackers or trojans every day?
Yes. Although, as mentioned, di ba, dun sa story ni Marites, we also have script kiddies na you do not need code to really do an attack, no? That's why these cybersecurity softwares or technologies, they constantly update kasi nagiging magaling ang mga attackers or cyber criminals in the field. And yeah, I think not only code but per se, pero mga solutions on how to, yun nga, as shown kanina, aside dun sa mga code on how to prevent these attacks from happening, they also other use technologies like the cloud technology. Syempre, they also have to protect their own softwares from being attacked. Kasi minsan, madami na ding mga duplicates, di ba? Or copies ng mga ganong ano. Yeah, they always have to update it. Yan. Hope I answered it.
Wala ako.
Ayan, thank you so much, Miss Athena, for that. And sa nagtanong din.
Ayan, for our next question from Anonymous po, is it worth it paying a monthly subscription for antivirus software?
Yes and no. At the end of the day, it's the user's responsibility to take action and take preventive measures along with the tools such as antivirus softwares. So, kasi sometimes there are antivirus softwares, di ba may mga plans yung mga yan and hindi din naman sakop lahat ng features on a monthly subscription. It's also depending on the type of features that you are using along with your antivirus software. So it can be yes if you're aware of how will you be able to use it. No, if you're don't have if you don't have cybersecurity awareness and if you're not taking preventive measures.
Ayan, thank you po, Miss Athena, for answering. And for our next question.
And for our third question, Miss Athena, do you have any suggested learning roadmap for becoming a cybersecurity professional daw po?
Ayan, that's a good question. So there are a lot of different professions in the cybersecurity field such as itong minention ni John na security researchers. Ayan, we other have, ano po, meron na ako ni-note dito. Ayan, meron tayong mga ethical hackers, meron tayong mga CISOs na tinatawag or Chief Information Security Officers and other cybersecurity experts. They have different learning paths and different roadmaps. But to get you started, there are a lot of crash courses. You can check the YouTube channel of my CS. Doon din ako natututo and other resources na that can help you be guided on which profession that you want to partake in or choose in the field of cybersecurity.
Okay, thank you, Miss Athena. For our fourth question, from CCP Paul, is uncrackable encryption should be illegal?
Uncrackable encryption should be illegal? Oh, that's a good question. Isip ako dun. I think it depends on the purpose or use. But at the end of the day, kasi there are experts that can uncrack kasi those types of encryptions depending on the method they use. But at the end of the day, it depends talaga of the intention and the purpose. So, yun siya.
Ayan, thank you, Miss Athena. So, for our next question, our fifth question, how will you be able to know if someone is already accessing to your computer, you won't be able to notice that they all are already that they already have access to your computer.
uh, yes, sometimes you won't be able to really feel or notice talaga na someone is already accessing your computer. Kaya always be careful. You can always check naman and do research of the different protection tools, lalo na yung mga password protection tools. Ayan, madami din, I believe, from the security community that can help you. Ayan, I believe in the comments, they can share then their resources when it comes to that. Again, always update your system and always be careful with the information. Again, the CIA triad or model confidentiality, integrity, and availability, and also the risk assessment. From there, you'll be able to analyze if you are prone or vulnerable to other people or the hackers accessing your device or computer.
All right, thank you, Miss Athena.
And for our next question, from Anonymous po ulit, considering the existence of malware, social engineering, and network monitoring applications, what are the countermeasures to cybersecurity threats?
Ayan. Lalo na yung social engineering is very common. Ayan, be an alerted marites talaga. It all starts with having the correct set of information and of course taking action. We're all vulnerable at the end of the day, pero the best measure to avoid these threats um, is to lessen yung pagiging vulnerable mo. And with that, you'll be able to also help people uh, they counterpart those attacks. So, um, yun din yung important is to spread the information that you have to be able to help other people um, avoid the cybersecurity threats. So, kasi minsan di mo na din yan may iwasan. You have information, di ba? As I have mentioned, internet is forever. For example, currently you're taking action, you're being proactive in doing preventive measures, pero nakita nila yung jejepic mo. Kung nandun yung birthday mo, mga ganyan, or address mo or something. Yun yung mga bagay na titignan mo. It's already in the history. So with malware, network monitoring applications, they're always updating, improving their attacks, mga ganyan. So always be aware and conscious with that.
Ayan. So, thank you po, Miss Athena. And for our next question, eto po, sobrang kahit ako, interested po ako sa magiging sagot niyo since you're still studying as a fourth-year student po. And then, same course pa po tayo. And then, the next question is from Anonymous po. Any tips daw po for managing school and work?
Ayan, that's a great question. And with that, I'd like to invite you all guys to my event later, 2:30 at PUP. I'll be definitely sharing you my answer to that in detail pa and how to get into the tech industry. Ayan. I hope to see you later there, guys.
Okay,
Ayun.
thank you. For our next question, it is true that the company behind the antivirus software is also the same company who developed the virus. If yes, why do they do that?
It depends, yes. Sometimes, from what I know lang, correct me professionals out there if I'm wrong. Sometimes, yung pa nga yung mas na-hire ng mga cybersecurity experts pag they're able to attack or compromise the security or vulnerability of the company, they hire those people, yung mga ethical hackers na yan, and they help, as I have mentioned, the goal of cybersecurity is to assess and integrate risk assessment talaga. They do that because, of course, they want to improve the security ng company. Kaya parang they do it to themselves, parang ganon, para ahead na sila from the cyber attackers or cyber criminals. So it's a practice, as I have been observing, na they do that to improve their systems and especially protecting their data.
Yeah, thank you po. For the second to the last question, What should we do during a ransomware attack? How do we recover compromised data?
Ayan, it's a really great question. At first practice talaga is to always have a backup. Kasi it's better to prevent things from happening than nandun ka na sa situation. Actually, it's timely ang question na yan kasi merong nag-chat sa akin the other day na compromise yung data niya. And I'm not sure if he was able to do it kasi ako personally, hindi ako certain or specific sa different types of actions kasi iba-iba yung mga types of attack eh. Depends kung sa system, ganyan, kung phishing ba to, and depende. But for a ransomware attack, there are certain data I believe na hindi na nababalikan. Wala yung hugot di na bumabalik, pero kailangan secure ka talaga. Kailangan may backup ka. Wala naman akong sinasabing backup na tao. Pero ayan, so important talaga ang backup. Not just one, pero two. Ayun talaga. Especially if it's important like your school, work. Kasi from what I have heard, kasi ako personally, I haven't experienced it yet. I hope not. Pero from the experiences of other people, we should always learn from that para aware din tayo. Yung iba kasi hindi na bumabalik. Ay, wala yung hugot.
Madami tayo hugot, ma'am. And ayan na po for our last and final question. What can we do at the very least to have enough personal data security?
The least thing you can do is always verify talaga personal data and always identify if the data that you're putting to safely is something that is reliable. Again, always, ang pinakaintindihin nyo lang talaga dito is the CIA method or triad, kung saan nyo nilalagay yung information nyo dyan. The question enough, it's always depending on the person that you're giving the information to, if it's may integrity ba siya, and also at the end of the day, it's you. Kung sure ka ba na dapat ba talaga, is it necessary, is it important? Ayan, so nagtatanong ko, single po ako, hindi po. Take it. Ayun, yun siya.
Ayun. Grabe, may pahabol na tanong pa pala sa baba. So, thank you very much po, Athena, for answering those questions being asked by our viewers. And so, at this point, we will be awarding certificates of appreciation to our speaker. The citation reads, DEFES 2022, Breaking Barriers to Dive into the Future Certificate of Appreciation is hereby awarded to Athena Abe for sharing her expertise as the resource speaker on the cybersecurity topic in Alpha's DEFES 2022, Breaking the Barriers to Dive into the Future, given this 26th day of March 2020.
And thank you guys. Thank you STI and Alpha for having me.
Yan. Signed by Mr. Charles Burgess, Alpha's President, Neil Hennessy Cuare, Alpha's Advisor,
Salvador T. Gascon Jr., Information and Communication Technology Department Head of SCI College Ortigas-Cainta, and
Junel C. Domingo, the Academic Head of SCI College Ortigas-Cainta.
Ayan, nakamute ata si Kyla.
Yan, nakamute.
Sorry, oh my gosh. Thank you again, Miss Athena Abe. Baka po may gusto kayong pasalamatan or ihabol na i-promote.
Ayan, wait lang guys. Wait. Okay. Ayan, okay. Thank you again for having me. Wait lang sa yun. I'm always sharing it on my... Narinig naman ako, diba?
Yes
po.
Ayan, on my channel and on my YouTube channel if you want to learn more. Let me know if you have any questions. You can always reach out to me on my Facebook page.
Ayan. Thank you po, Miss Athena, for sharing your ideas all about cybersecurity. Ayan. So, guys,
Thank you, ma'am.
po kanina nabanggit ni Miss Athena, so we can catch her later for her event also at 2:30 p.m. today. So before we finally end this session and the DevFest 2022 with the theme Breaking the Barriers to Dive into the Future, let us all welcome the Alpha's president to give his closing remarks. Let us all welcome Mr. Charles Nicholas Burches.
Ayan, nakamute po.
Nakamute po po, teacher.
Ayan, rinig na ba?
Yes,
po.
Yes po.
Hi everyone and good afternoon. Thank you for joining and participating here on Alpha Steps 2022. This event helped us again to take a step to our future. Last year, DevFest 2021, we focused on helping each other to explore the world of IT, and now we take one step deeper in the ocean to further see what is on the future. I hope that in this event, you were able to see those barriers and broke them fast for you to understand and to make it to the future that you wanted to be. So before we officially close this event, I would like to thank Exceed Philippines and their management for accepting our invitation and providing us the knowledge and skills that we need while we students are still in the academe and for our future. Thank you also to the developers of Next Advanced Technology for being our partner and promoting our event, especially to those senior high school students. And of course, to STI College Ortigas-Cainta for allowing us to conduct this event. And for the speakers, Mr. Neil Hensiquare and Sir Ron Alan Salem. Last, of course, the Alpha. Thank you for the organizers for their commitment and time for this event, for their passion to keep on providing the students what they need and to help our fellow students to succeed in the field of IT. To everyone for attendees, congratulations and thank you for participating in this event. Again, let us keep on learning, sharing, and exceeding in the field of IT. Now, I officially close DevFest 2022 with the theme Breaking the Barriers to Dive into the Future. Thank you and see you again next year.
Kasama ko dito, guys. Naiiyak na ako. I'm getting emotional.
Ayan. Thank you so much, Mr.
Muntik pa magkaiyakan.
Charles, for your closing remarks. So we would like to thank Alpha for hosting DevFest, this webinar for the last time, di ba? Kudos to everyone, sa speakers na naglaan ng time para sa event natin, sa officers na nagsipuyat sa rehearsals, sa advisor namin si Sir Neil sa paggabay sa amin, at syempre sa participants nating napaka-eager to learn, di ba? This event is impossible without you guys, kaya thank you so much sa lahat-lahat. A few reminders before we end this webinar, please answer the evaluation form to give your feedback para we can improve pa on our upcoming events. Please use your active email in answering the survey form. No registration, no evaluation means no certificate of participation. So please answer it. The evaluation forms will be open until 11:59 p.m. today. Also, Miss Athena asked a small favor to answer the feedback forms, guys. The link is on your screen and will be posted on our comment section also. Bale, 2 forms na yung sasagutan, guys. Paalala lang yung evaluation forms and yung feedback form na binigay ni Miss Athena. Thank you!
Okay, succeeding events will take place, so we encourage everyone to stay tuned.
And that concludes the last day and the last session and the Alpha's DevFest 2022, Breaking Barriers to Dive into the Future. Again, I am Faith Hippolyte.
I'm Crisel Barreto.
I'm Chrisline Orseo.
And Kyla Denise Santos, and we are hoping to see you again next time. We sincerely thank you for giving us your time in attending this webinar.
We would like to thank the following: SCI College Ortigas-Cainta, Alpha, Donut, and Exceed Philippines. Stay connected and be updated by liking our official Facebook page, Alpha, Donut, and Exceed Philippines. Keep safe and stay at home as possible. Last time ko na ito sasabihin. So, always wear your mask properly, guys, and make sure that you have researched well for the upcoming election for you to vote wisely. Thank you, and blessed be God forever. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Bye. Bye.